It's just crazy to me that these modern day women continue to pick the same men. Commitment phobe men will never change, okay? But why do y'all continue to date, to court, to buy things, to waste this isn't even her prime. She's past her prime. She's 31 years old now, okay? But we see this all the time in your daily life. These old, washed up party girls who are used to getting attention, used to getting the world handed to them when they were, 18 to like 25 in the club, on the party scene. They were the hot thing, and they were entitled. They felt the entitlement because of all the simps out there to carry themselves a certain way. And there were guys at that time, mind you, when girls were at this stage in their life, that were willing to commit to them and be a long-term boyfriend and potentially propose and potentially make that woman a wife. But no, a lot of these women, these party girls that I'm talking about, they decided to wait. No. I'm going to use my youth, the time when I'm most fertile and most attractive to men, and I'm going to spend that hooking up with all the fun guys. And now they're getting plastic surgery, they're getting BBLs, and they're trying to basically extend their party years of like when they were in their youth up until past their 30s, like to mid to late 30s now, okay? But at the end of the day, for most guys, it just looks like a washed up girl with plastic surgery, okay? So now a lot of girls are going to see this, and I see like the comments that are being put underneath like this story in general, and it's a lot of like rah, like Klay Thompson this, Klay Thompson that, and he shouldn't like have cheated on her. He's not going to do better than her. There's even like posts on Hollywood Gossip or whatever talking about, I'm going to put a hex or some witchcraft spell on Klay Thompson. Sort of like the same like rumors that were going around about the hex or the spell that these people were putting on Charlie Kirk before what happened to him. So it's a lot of damaged women out there looking for vengeance, delusional, going to like manifest certain downfalls that he's going to encounter later on in his life because they're hurt and they can relate to this. And I just want to read one of the comments, okay, that one of these ladies brought up. So she says, and this is in response to the article about Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion and their scandal. She said, "You go, Megan. I just got out of the same situation." It's funny how a lot of these women that listen to Megan Thee Stallion and artists like Cardi B, this hot girl, like they have this hot girl mentality. They're all in like a little silo online because that's what resonates to them. That frequency of music, the toxicity of it, the ghetto, the hood stuff of it, the men that those women all share and they keep in their little inner circle, expecting for these men to change. That's like, that's their vibe. That's like their clique. So it's hilarious reading these comments because I'm just like, all of these women, like, no wonder they resonate with that. Like, their lives are just as messed up as these celebrities. They're just as confused and just as lost. Then she goes on and says, big egos, little, I just put shrimps because we know what she meant by that. You are a strong, beautiful woman. Isn't that just like the cliche thing that like the women cheer on in the crowd as they see like their girl that shouldn't be with someone get their heart broken again because she is not mature enough to understand if she wants to pick someone for a long-term relationship, she can't go with the fun guy. She probably shouldn't go with the guy that's never shown an ounce of commitment in his life. Like, doesn't that make sense? That makes too much sense, huh? Right? No, because you don't want to settle down yet. You like the toxicity of that. You want to try to change this guy when he doesn't want to be changed. But there's a Megan Thee Stallion. There's probably hundreds of thousands of guys that would want to be with her. Okay. But she wants to continuously date these men that aren't going to commit to her. And this is like what resonates with the people that follow her. You will manifest someone with your values and integrity. No. A lot of these women nowadays, they're in la la land, quite frankly, talking about manifesting this, manifesting that, astrology charts and all this crap. And it's just like, no, like the biggest lie we've been sold under social conditioning, and a lot of men don't fall into this trap. Some do, but a lot of men don't, because we're hit with reality at a very early age, is not everything's going to work out like in a Hollywood movie. Like, you're not always going to win in the end if you don't put in the work, if you don't actually change your character and who you are as a person. What makes you think that you're going to attract or manifest someone for a long-term relationship or for a marriage? It starts with you changing yourself internally. And then from there, you don't go out looking to attract people like that. You go out on your course doing you. And that is what attracts people. But if you're a woman, it's in a different situation. You definitely have to work on yourself, and you definitely have to love yourself and heal your inner trauma from your childhood, and realize I can't just be messing around and hooking up with all these guys that aren't going to commit to me, because then you're just lowering your value each time you do that. Okay. Like, even the next guy after this is like, how many guys has Meg Thee Stallion been with, and they don't want to be with her? They don't want to take her seriously. So no, manifesting, no, stop it. Then she goes on and says, no woman needs a man ever. Well, for one thing only, LOL. And that's funny, okay? So you're trying to roast men by saying, like, y'all only need men to, like, hook up or be intimate with you, but you're literally giving men your body. And you don't realize, like, that's, like, the only thing we really want, okay? And then we grow to, like, love you and like you after that most of the time. So it just shows you the delusion. These women are giving up their bodies, bro, thinking like, oh my God, I just used him for his, you know what? Okay. I used him for his shrimp, but like, that's all he's worth to me. And that guy's just going to keep sliding through and giving you the shrimp. Why would he not? He's going to keep sliding through and giving you the shrimp. You think he wants to commit to you? You giving it up like that? Okay, so it's just funny, like, just to show you the delusion. These women are lost, man. She goes on and says, you choose, and that's the healthiest. You choose you, and that's the healthiest choice nowadays. And with that attitude, she's going to be single just like Meg Thee Stallion. She ain't gonna find a man with that attitude. Okay? And then I'm just going to read you guys Megan Thee Stallion's original post from Instagram. She says, cheating had me around your whole family, playing house, got cold feet, holding you down through all your horrible mood swings and treatment towards me during your basketball season. Now you don't know if you can be quote unquote monogamous. B word, I need a real break after this one. Bye, y'all. Okay? And he bought her a Bentley during the relationship, but she also got him an Audemars Piguet watch, which is $350,000. And when you're a millionaire, I mean, like, buying stuff like that, it's not like a huge flex. Like, these people can usually afford it. But it just goes to show you, like, all the superficiality of those presents and their lifestyle and the red carpet and those two being like a power couple. It was all a wash. It was all BS. It doesn't mean anything. Okay. And it just goes to show you that these are all like scripted relationships put in front of us to basically further divide men and women, quite frankly, and cause division, and also put delusion in the mind of these women that continuously pick and choose the same toxic men over and over and over and over again. I know it's like a record playing, like a carousel. These women just love riding that carousel around and around and dealing with the same type of men with the same issues, holding it down for them. How many times have you heard women, I was holding it down for him, and you know, he ain't, you know what, girl? He ain't this, he ain't that. Well, why don't you start picking guys that are this, that are that have a history of being like, you know, a decent human, a decent man, a man with good morals? Oh, wait. Why? because he's not exciting, because he's not fun. Y'all like the terminal velocity of a relationship going up and down like this. The toxic women do. They like that stuff. So what are they going to do? They're going to continue to find guys that can provide that to them because they're used to seeing that model when they grew up. They're in a toxic silo of ghetto-ness, rap culture, toxic femininity, feminism in general. And that's just on repeat in their mind. They want to talk about manifestation. These girls are manifesting that in their own lives. They're listening to this stuff, living it, replaying it, and they're going to follow women that are modeling this behavior down to the slaughterhouse. And they're all going to be single eating cat food at the end of it. All of them. They're all going to be drinking that wine with their cats when they're in their 40s, still trying to get the fun guy to settle down. And they're going to try all the plastic surgery, all the liposuction, and they're going to pull out every trick out of the book. But these guys aren't going to settle down. And now, because you extended that window too far, even the good guys don't want you. Even the stable guys, they're seeing these activities. They don't want you either. Okay. So for those of you guys that are watching this, I'm making this message for you. Okay. Do not save them. Do not save these party girls. Let them party and do their own thing, but do not rescue them. Do not rescue them. Let them walk their own path into the slaughterhouse. And you can easily tell this just by looking at her relationship history. And if her ex has cheated on her or whatever, done some scandalous stuff before, then that should tell you this woman responds and reacts and actually enjoys. There's a toxic thing in her mind that's off where she enjoys men like this. Okay? So be aware of women like this and do not take them serious. Let them self-destruct, quite frankly. Okay? So I feel bad for them, but not really, because they had the opportunity to be with the nice guy, but they chose not to. They chose the fun guy to extend their party years or whatever they're doing. So I love you all. Drop a like on this video, hit the subscribe button. We'll go into further detail about this later on this week in a longer video. But it's not going to be about this story. It'll just be about party girls trying to extend that phase of their life and the long-term effects of what that leads to.